sorry we have been slacking on the video making. We are driving to Dickinson right now. You guys don't know where that is, but anyways, we're driving somewhere to my sister-in-law's house, and we thought we'd make a video. Yeah, we're going to church there to Dickinson because our nephew is getting dedicated, and then it's our niece's birthday party. So we're driving there, and we thought we'd make a video since we've been slacking. So this video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be how we met, the story of how we met, right? Pretty much.
Yes, how we met.
Yeah, how we started, how did we come to be? It's really funny. Okay, so I'm gonna start. So I moved to North Dakota in July of 2015, July 1st, 2015. And so I've been here for 5 years. When I first came, because my parents had moved here before me, when I first came, my mom introduced me to this church that we currently go to. But she introduced me to this church, and she's like, it's a really good church, and you know, you should go, whatever. So then I started going. I don't even remember when I started going, to be honest. It may have been end of 2015, maybe. Or
probably 2016.
Probably 2016. Yeah, it probably was 2016. It was definitely 2016, probably.
They're going every other weekend.
I started Menards in 2015. I started Menards July 11th. Either way, I went
think
to
it's
this
2016.
I don't remember, but either way, we went to. I started going to.
Before my sister.
Okay, so I started going to this church, and I walk in, and the first thing I see is this dude. He was playing the bass guitar, which he no longer plays. He plays the drums now, which is like his dream. So he was playing the bass guitar, and he thinks he was wearing this shirt, but I don't know if he was.
She thinks I was wearing the shirt.
I don't know. It was a blue shirt, so it looks like this shirt. But this morning, side note, he's like, "Baby, what shirt was I wearing when we first met? When you first seen me?" So he wanted to wear this shirt for you guys. So I think it's this shirt. So I seen him in a blue shirt, and I forget, or I guess I forget, whatever. And he was playing the bass guitar, and I just saw him, and I'm like my jaw dropped, and I'm like, I'm gonna marry him one day, randomly. I did not know anything of him. I just knew that he was really handsome, and that's it. I just liked him based off his looks, which is not that good, but obviously we're married, we get to know each other. But and then fast forward, I was because I really wanted to find a way to talk to him, so I basically was just going to church and just like staring at him. I don't know if he knows this, but I used to like just stare at him all the time. Did you know that? Oh, I used to just, because this is when you sat over there with your parents. You sat over there sometimes.
I thought you sat with Woody.
No, but when I first started coming, you were sitting over there by like Leroy and Angie.
Oh.
Like back there over there.
I don't remember that.
Maybe it was because Megan and them came. I think you had kids on your lap, and I was looking at him. I'm like, ooh, he likes kids. Ooh, I was just finding my life in this man. So I was like, I just kind of forgot about it. I knew I liked him in the back of my mind, but I was just like, forget about it. I'm gonna start nursing school. I should just probably focus on school. If there's any Haitians out there that watches this, you know how Haitian parents are. You focus on education, and then you focus on like mayors and stuff later. So I went through LPN year. I think we kind of talked like on and off, but nothing like crazy. And then I was starting my RN year, like the last semester of my RN year, and I'm like, okay, I'm going into my last semester. I should probably write him if I like him, or try to find somebody to settle down with, because I'm going to start my dream career, so I need my dream man. So I started my semester in January of 2018. So like 2017 fall, I was praying. It sounds so bad for a Christian, but I was praying for a way to talk to him. And I was kind of praying that he missed church, because this kid never missed church ever. So I was like, I need a way to like talk to him, to get it in.
Get into my DMs.
Yeah, pretty much. So then this one day, because he went on a mission trip to was that Latvia? I get that mixed up. He went to Latvia, so Europe, and I think he went to go visit somebody or something, but he wasn't in church. And I was like,
oh, Minnesota.
There you go. He went to Minnesota. And this one day I came to church, because I used to come to church every other weekend, because I used to work at Menards. It's like a hardware store or whatever. I used to work there every other weekend because of nursing school, so I couldn't work full time, so I just worked every other weekend. And it happened to be the weekend that I was there that he wasn't, and I was like, yes, this is my way to get in to his DMs and like text him. So I wrote him on Facebook, and I remember I sent it to my friend first, just to like proofread it. and to make sure I didn't sound like a crazy wacko, but I probably did. But she was like, you know, your girls back you up. She's like, girl, you sound fine. So I basically wrote him and I told him that he's attractive, he's handsome. I want to like talk to him. I want to get to know him. I want to go out for coffee. I don't drink coffee, never have. But I'm like, let's go out for coffee, whatever. So then he says, yeah. I don't remember what he said, but I think he said, yeah, obviously.
Probably sure.
Yeah, I think he said, sure. You guys should have known him before. He is the quietest person in the world. So he would have never, ever approached me. That's why I say, ladies, it's 2020. If you feel like you like somebody, just start talking to them. Like, it's fine. Nobody looks at you differently. So, he said, sure. Then we went to Caribou Coffee. We went to a coffee shop that morning. Or no, like weeks later. But it was a Saturday. It was rainy. I'll never forget. And I don't know if any of you guys relate to this, but like, I was at the coffee shop first. I met there first. I went there first.
The only thing you're on time for.
Yeah. Ever since I married him, I've never been on time. So I got to the coffee shop first, and like, has this ever happened to you guys where you know you see somebody? Like, I had looked up and seen him, and he was like at the counter ordering, but I hadn't looked down, so I felt like I didn't see him. Like, I was trying to act like I didn't see him so he could see me first and act like I didn't see him. I don't know. But I know this has happened to other people before. Like, you try to play off like you didn't see them first so you could play like they seen you first. So that's what happened. So I was looking down. Then he came over and sat down. And then we talked for, it feels like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. About nothing. I was just trying to like talk to him. And he was so quiet. He gave me like one-word answers. It was so weird. And then he kept playing with the straw paper and shredding it up. And I was like, this ain't going to work ever. This was a cool little get-together. That's it. So then, after that, I think we texted a little bit, and then it was like done, because I was like fall. And then New Year's came around, going into 2018, and New Year's Eve, or New Year's service, because we always have church service at our church, on New Year's Eve, into New Year's. And I basically called him over after service. It was like 1 a.m. or something when we got out. And I'm like, hey, can you call me when you get home? And he's like, yeah. I think you were so confused.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. Got home. This man never called. So I texted him. And don't judge me out there, y'all. But I texted him. And he's like, well, I'm on the phone with my sister, who's now my best friend, whose house we're going to, or whose church we're going to, and then whose house we're going to. But she's like my best friend. But I didn't know at the time. He's like, I'm on the phone with my sister. I was like, okay. So then he calls me after he's off the phone with his sister. And we talked for like a while. And it was actually like really good talk. We like got to know each other a little bit. And then we hung up, and I didn't know where we left off. I didn't really know. And then we texted like a couple days after that. And then we would both never forget this day, Monday. I think it was a Monday. I keep saying Monday, but he wasn't working at the time. He was working, but he was off that day because it was like winter. And he did like roofing and siding at that time. So like they didn't work because it was snowing. And hey, this is where we get our meat from. Sorry, ADD. So we talked on the phone that night or whatever. From like
January 8th.
It was January 8th, but I don't remember if it was a Monday or not. But anyways, it was January 8th. We talked on the phone from
like 10 till 5.
Yeah, 9 even.
9 maybe.
9 at night till like 5:45 in the morning. Never forget. We only hung up because both of our moms had woke up for work, and we're like, our mom's gonna be like, who are y'all talking to at 5 in the morning? So we're like, okay, we gotta go. But we started talking and texting, and then yeah, I got him. My trick worked. I tricked him into me.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you think of me when you first met me? I obviously fell in love with him when I first seen him. I didn't even know the kid, but I was like, this is what this church is offering? Okay.
I may have thought something might happen,
He didn't know what. That's what he says. He says that before we even started talking, when he first started noticing that I was like, oh, coming to church, I was somebody new, he's like, he knew something was going to happen. He felt like something was going to happen.
but possibly.
But he didn't know what. Now we're married. That's when we got engaged.
March 22nd.
I remember. I just wanted him to say it.
19.
There we go. And we got married.
August 17th.
You almost at 18. August 17th, 2019. So in 1 year, in 1 month, less than a month. Oh my gosh. In less than a month, it's going to be a year that we've been married. And it's been a year. It's been the best year ever. But it's also been like, you know, marriage. Like your first year, you're getting to know each other. You never had two lives collide. I'm Haitian, he's white, so like we had to, or German and whatever. We had to blend our households. I was raised completely different than he was raised, so it's been fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this video of how we met. If you would like to see any other videos, please give us ideas so we can like stay on top of it. Our goal is to post every week, but I feel like sometimes we get behind on like video ideas because we both work full-time. So if you have video ideas for us, please comment below, subscribe, like, and yeah. If you also
What?
I'm so dumb. We also, within our How We Met video, we actually have a story time about, because we broke up in between all of this. So if you want to hear that story, let us know. Comment below. We'll do a story time on that, how we broke up and then how we got married. How we got back together and got married. Yeah. So yeah, like this video, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.